Alright, so where I left off, it's actually been a couple of hours since I've been back out here. So I had to review my own footage. I literally had to review my own footage because I kind of almost had no idea where I left off at. But I was able to scrub through and I figured it out. I was supposed to go in and get Losi shims, but my wife is home, and obviously I wanted to spend some time with her, and she made dinner and you know the whole deal. We're back on this thing right here. I also did grab something else, and I almost feel as though I might be a little unhappy. So, I wanted to show you this. So you see the slop we have here, right? Massive. I thought to myself, okay, well, is that slop with the old axle as well? Or the old diff? Tossed it in. Same exact slop. But then I went ahead and I grabbed this little bad boy right here, and I'm gonna show you the slop on the front, or should I say the lack of. Watch this. Zero slop. Do have some Losi shims. Can't believe I'm gonna put Losi quality in this thing. But I'm gonna crack open this diff case. This is only gonna take me, I think, 2 screws. Yeah. I'm gonna pop this diff case right now. We're gonna get a good look at the differential that's in this vehicle. And see if we notice anything. That's 1 screw there. 1 screw here. And this may be the way I go. I kind of don't want to go that route, because like I said, I kind of wanted to keep it all one manufacturer. But if one manufacturer is providing something different, like what is it? Is it the case? Zero slop in that case, man. So I'm going to go ahead and take this diff. See if that slot, tiniest little bit. Look at that movement. Look at that movement. And the movement, I hate to say it, look at the bearings aren't moving. So is that a good thing or a bad thing? Kind of almost want to say it's bad, because this diff doesn't move at all. I'm going to take this diff right now. I'm going to go ahead and toss it in here. Look at that. Okay. That kind of showed me something right there. Look at the massive amount of slop. Look at that. That's huge. I feel like that's almost unusable. So, this is the side that needs to get shimmed. I just don't know if I've got the shims for it. So I'm going to go ahead and once again, this is, like I said, this is going to be very long and drawn out, man. I don't know if this is anything you want to watch, but we're going to give it a shot here. I'm going to go ahead and pop these screws once again. This is like the 4th time I've had this thing open. This is the rear differential. Front differential also has slop. So let's see if when I take all these screws out, dang, This is almost kind of becoming a pain right now. Amount of times I've had this thing apart. I probably should... How's that just disappear? Amount of times I've had this apart, man. Kind of rough. Definitely know that the... definitely know this thing goes together and know it like the back of my hand now. So... that could take a little bit more diff juice. Did I somehow mess this up? No, that's definitely the front. I could technically put more in there. I really ate it up. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that screw. And this is where it becomes a pain because these shims, you got to take all this apart, put it all back together. Well, actually, no you don't. Technically, there is an easy way to do this. But I need to pop that off. And most likely, I don't have a shim for that. So let's see what size it is. At least. So potentially the shims that you would need to get would be... yeah, I definitely don't. 7mm shims. Because that's coming in at 6.91. Yeah, I don't have 7mm shims. So you definitely need a shim kit. If you were to go this route. You're going to need 7mm shims. God, do they even make 7mm shims? I'm going to look it up real quick. Once I put this all back together, I'm going to look it up real quick and see if there's anything that is a 7mm shim. Not going to crank it. I'm going to break a screw. I want to make sure it's tight enough. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more diff fluid in there. I think I put 30 in there. Good enough. Slap this bad boy together. This thing's going together real easy now. Amount of times I've had this thing apart. Doesn't seem like the fluid's leaked out. If anything, it settled down. And I was able to toss a little bit more in there. Okay. It's all together. Has a good feel. I've got no way to shim this. I'm going to check the top case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss that in. I'm going to flop this down. I want to see if for some reason it tightens it up. Massive amount of slop. Kind of figured it wouldn't, but... So that would be a reason why potentially this would fail. It needs a better gear engagement. So, like I said, I was going to go check. I'm going to go ahead and check right now. So, I'm going to use my... device here. 7mm. I'm going to put Losi shims. See what happens. Losi shim set. Nylon. SKYRC from Amazon. 7mm. On any day now. Data's on. $9. I can show me a picture here. 7mm. That would be what I need, I believe. Is it ID? I would think it would be, because that's what it would be sitting on. But I need to see something that says ID, because watch, it would be outside diameter. 7 millimeter. Stainless steel washers. Ah, nothing. Alright, if I type in 7 millimeter. SHIMS. 7 millimeter shims. TRB RC. M5 by 7. The hell does that mean? 0.5? It's a 10 pack. It comes with 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5 width. $10. That would be the better deal, I think. I'm tired. Oh, there we go. Oh, outer diameter. Look at that. Oh, I'm crying over here. Alright, this is unfortunate. Oh, man. So it looks like I'm going to be basically putting this thing back together as is. Ah, it's junk, man. This is bugging me. This is really bugging me. I'm almost defeated, man. See, this ain't gonna work. There's no way. Ah, see? 6.27. Nope. Junk. I was hoping I had the shims, I don't. So it kind of seems like I'm stuck here with how this is. I'm actually not... I'm not thrilled with that at all. I really don't like that slop. There's no forward to aft slop, it's just literally side to side. That's huge. For gears, that's massive. Make sure that's settled. That's settled all the way down too. I can't go down any further. I can't put that in. Told you this was going to be a long, drawn-out thing here, man. I need a way to push that diff over, and it needs shims. See, that's where the psychosis in me kind of kicks in, because that's a serious bummer. That's serious, man. I'm being totally serious. That's bad. It's the little things that you discover when you want to try to make it better, and that better is potentially just not going to happen, man. I could probably get away with the 8mm shims, but we're talking a couple of days. You know what I mean? There's like negatives. And I don't want to sit here all night, you know, with my hand holding up my face because I'm pissed. 8mm inner diameter. 16mm outer diameter. So I gotta literally look at this and see if 16's massive. It's like a regular washer. That's bigger than the bearing. That doesn't seem right. I think that means it's SOL. Can I rob the rear diff off of this car? Oh, actually, was it sloppy? I gotta recheck. I gotta recheck and see if it was sloppy in there. I'm forgetting now. So, Houston, we have a problem. I guess this is kind of good because it means potentially don't buy the Rollarlo upgrade. Ugh, that's frustrating. So what I want to do is take this case off. I want to see, does this case line up with that one? And it does. Look at that. And that takes the slop out. Damn it. The slop is all gone. That is an exact drop-in. So what do I do? The cheap, easy way would literally just be doing that. There is still a little bit of movement, but it's less. See that? Watch what happens when I toss this case on there. Gotta make sure it's actually going down. Looks like it's all the way. Literally nothing. I mean, it's there, but that's acceptable. Boy, that really does look like it's the exact same. So I am going to go ahead and take this off and switch it over. Ah, that's terrible. Rollarlo, you guys, man, you messed up. Bad. Look how long that screw is. Actually, no, I didn't need to take that one out. Dummy. It's the two top, the two bottom, and then the two those, and that'll release the case. This is for the body mount. So it's this screw, this screw, this screw, and this screw. And that should release the cover. Man. Why is it different? So this is the original. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go inside here. And I'm gonna measure right there. Coming in at 23.22. This one. Look at that. 22.99. 22.93. So this is the one I'm going to use. This should bolt up to this. So I got to take these 4 screws out. Now see, this build does not make it easy for other people. And that's what's frustrating, because this is supposed to make it easy for people to just literally do the build. Not, you know, buy all these extra parts so that things actually fit. So I think even buying the diffs that are for the other thing there, I wonder if the upgraded diffs are the same, or if there is an upgraded diff. But these cases, this case is better on the WL toy. So just because I'm curious. 0, 0 play. 0. This is a bummer, man. I'm not happy right now. I don't know if you could tell. I'm not, man. It's just not cool. This is how I grease my diffs. Nice healthy dose is what I call it. And I'll just wipe up the excess. Jeez. Way different. Way different. Now I am using the screws from the other car. It's not that there's one that's a better quality than the other as far as screws go, but it's just what I've got right here right now. So this is like a Frankenstein right now. Using the bottom case would definitely be the better choice, man. All things are not created stinking equal. That feels so much better. Way better. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and just grab the couple screws that I need to finish this off. Just needed 2 more screws just to bolt this down. Just want to clean this up. I don't want to attract any garbage. Okay, so now need the dog bone. This is kind of going to be hard to see what I'm doing here. So there's nothing I can do about that. But I'm just trying to get this to bolt back on. And that screw is missing. Get this screw to go in its place. It's interesting that this is so cross-platform. I mean, kind of knew it was anyway, but I'm just saying. So go ahead and put that shock in there. Do I want to measure these shocks? I think I can do a dirty number. So a dirty number for these shocks is about from eyelet to eyelet. A dirty number is 69. Dude, you saw the number, all right? It's only on... telling you, man, it's only on this channel that things that are said, you just get it, man. You get it. That was funny. So the dirty number for these shocks is 69. All right. So I do need the lock nut. Whoa. Why is that? Oh. Just wasn't going on. I'm just gonna check the other side while I'm here. That one was fine. Alright, so now go ahead and guide this little axle into its spot. So rear drive is all set. I'm going to go ahead and go after the front now. And I'm going to do the same thing because of the slop that we've got. I'm going to go ahead and take the other case, which is the rear one. You can go ahead and take the rear case and stick it on the front. You know, it's funny, as I knew, but I didn't think about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off. Do the same thing. To let you know how frustrated I am, I actually am kind of bugged by this. I actually am bugged by this. I'm using parts from a different manufacturer, but I did say that I was going to do that. I just didn't realize it was going to be this extent. So this is the rear case, which is basically the same exact thing. Just want to check it. Slop is gone. Man, that's rough. I did that again. And we are back online. Battery died. Close up this case. That's why I love that magnet, dude. Look at that thing. Look at that magnet, dude. That thing is crazy. Okay. So that's all set. Now undo these screws here so I can get the tower off, because this tower needs to go onto this vehicle. So this piece needs to transfer over. I probably should have done this first, because now I think I gotta take the bumper off in order to transfer this piece. Yeah, I'd have to move that bumper out of the way. I'll do that after. Actually, you know what? I gotta do it now. Because I need to take these 2 screws out so I can get the bumper off. Because it's in the way of the shock tower being able to be put on. Got a lot of cleanup to do right there. Just gotta get all that schmutz out of there. Did that tower just fall? Standoff? Yeah, it did. Standoff just fell out of there. So I gotta take those 2 screws out, because these 2 screws are where the bumper support connects into. That's gonna be replaced with this and longer screws. Oh, seems like it's alright. I thought for a second that wire's supposed to be there, but it's actually not supposed to be. The wire goes on top. Now I know I needed 2 screws there and there. Those I thought were pretty small. I think they're this one and this one. These were just a little bit shorter than most of the other ones. Now we'll flip-flop it again, go underneath. And we gotta put in those 2 screws. Can tell that was the right way, I think. At least I think. Yeah, look at that. Scrape, scrape. Okay. While I'm here, I'm just going to go ahead and just check these couple of screws that are underneath. Okay. This actually has... There aren't any, but there's droop screw holes to put droop screws. That's pretty crazy. Oh, I am such an idiot. Can't believe I just did that. I just put this whole thing on and I didn't put the stupid... I'm not going to edit it out. I'll just not show you this part. See, what happens is sometimes I get ahead of myself here. Yeah, that's the excuse I'm going to go with. Just get ahead of myself. When I say that's my story and that's what I'm sticking with, I'm sticking with it. That's my story and I'm sticking with it. Just get ahead of myself here. It's also because it's late. I'm tired. I'm tired, guy. 2 more up top. Now we can go ahead and put the bumper back on. Can't believe I did that. I mean, I can. It actually looks like it's more of the right screw. And that one's backwards now. That's funny. Put that bumper thing in there. Oh, I'm gonna crush things in about 2 seconds with this little car here. Somehow the front brace came off. Like it didn't ever get bolted in. That's weird. Look at that. How'd that come off? It's like it never even got screwed in. Now, I'm just gonna go with that. Losing patience with this little car. And I'd rather not. Want this to be a pleasurable experience. It's supposed to be fun, right? Screws it backwards now. How's that happen? Alright. Grab the other side. Alright, so now we're good. This then gets fed into there. I'm going to go ahead and move our awesome parts car off to the side for now. So we got a couple of things going on here. This needs to swing around that way. That needs to get out of there. Let's feed it like that for now. So we've got to feed our CVD into its little spot there. Right there. So we're good there. And oh my god. It's like one thing after another here. I forgot that that is broken. So that's why. That's originally what stopped me here. Was the fact that I broke that. So here I am trying to put it all back together, and it doesn't actually make any sense to do that because I got to replace this piece. That's a Phillips screw. That's a pin going, I believe, this way. So that's that. And I'm just going to take a little tool here. Hopefully push that pin out. Grab the pin. Pull that out of there. Pop this out. And then it's this piece that's broken. You can see it right there. It's cracked. So screw on the underneath. I just take it off the link. So this is the C-hub and hub. I think they call it something different, but that is what it is. So it's the actual, it's this piece. It's this piece that's broken. That was one of those pieces that I can't lose. So it's this piece that's actually broken right there. There's a fracture. See how it's fractured? So this piece is the piece that I need to replace. Question is do I have this piece? Am I literally gonna have to steal from the other car? I think I might have to. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, because this ain't it. Little bit different in size here, guy. Okay. So I guess I have to scavenge from the parts car again. I need that piece right there. And here's the piece. Thanks. I won't name you a brand. So now this is gonna go like this. So I need that little piece here. And then I need the bottom screw. There we go. right into place. Put the retainer. I'm going to go ahead and just pop this off. See if it pops on. And it looks like it will. Yep, okay. No problem. Put that into place. Snap that. Snap this one. And put the wheel hex on. And then the wheel. Alright, so we got this side is all together. Now I just gotta basically throw this side together. I do gotta say the smoothness right now is pretty mint. Alright. So the one thing that we didn't have was that standoff. And that was that one that I lost at the skate park. Isn't that kind of funny, man? I lost that one at the skate park. Wow, the little nut is gone. But you know what's funny is I did find a screw that has nothing to do with me. So that means we gotta go to our go-to vehicle and rob another piece off of it. Our go-to vehicle. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one just because hopefully it's more accessible. And watch this one be Loctited. Oh yeah, that's Loctited. Oh, that's awesome. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna hit it with some fire. See? 3 times. Hopefully that was enough. Definitely loosened, but all it's going to do is spin until I grab this side with pliers and then give it another crank. Let's see if it breaks free. There we go. Beautiful. Gone forever. So you can see this one definitely had some Loctite on there. Like I had said, when I redid this, I was going to put Loctite on it. So let's get this into place. And it's going to be spun around. Technically what I should be doing is taking this shaft out. It's not even in there. Oh, because it fell out. Isn't that funny? I'm going to go ahead and feed some Loctite on this screw. Whoa, that's a lot. Half of it probably just went on the table. Yep, it did. Left Loctite streaks everywhere. So what I need to do is I need to grab this upside down. Give it a crank like that. Now the bearing is already on there. Move this rod out of the way. Slide that down and on. Figure out where this is. Pull that axle down and in. Like that. Slide that linkage rod down there. I'm missing this, so I need this piece. This goes on the bottom. That bearing fell out already. So then this slides out that way. I'll go ahead and go with one of these long ones for now. Could be the other one. Kind of feels like it might be the other one. But I'm going to leave that in there for now. Bearing back into place. Need the little keeper. So this little piece, which is that little bearing top piece. Put that in. Like that. Go ahead and grab the link. Make sure that's in place. Snap it. And then we'll put the shock on. Line up that little ball end. And grab the nylock for that. The screwdriver on the back side to back it up. And then screw this nylock down. Something seems off on this. Something seems way off. Why is that? You know, I think I've got that in the wrong spot. That's what it is. Have it in the wrong spot, and I wonder if it is the wrong size screw. Seems like it's the right size screw, so it's just basically in the wrong slot. You gotta move it over. Then that should fix that issue. So go ahead and slide that over to the next hole. Whoops. Come on, guy. Get it together. That's more like it. Yeah, alright. That's more like it. Wow. Okay, we're good. We're good. Feed this wire through the center. Now I need to go ahead and put on the top brace. Tower, technically kind of tower to tower thing here. I wish this brace was a little bit stronger. This is an extremely weak brace. I don't like the way this brace is. So, everything looks like it's tight. Almost forgot this cover. It goes this way. Okay, so that cover goes there. Now, this cover goes on top of that. Okay, so I need to line up these two holes. 1, 2. For some reason I have a feeling I'm gonna go with these screws right here. I think I messed up. I think this screw something's a little off here. It's a little odd. It's not lining up. Why is that? So I noticed is that one of these screws here is shorter. So that's for steering. So this one right here takes the shorter screw. So the shorter screw goes for the steering. That's more like it. Now, why isn't this lining up? Isn't that funny? Got that in there. And this is not lining up. It's not lining up, almost like my chassis is bent. But it's not. It's straight. So what is going on here? Does it need to be bent that much? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the other screw in this side. Give it a crank. Screw this one all the way down. Give that a crank. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in these screws, because these look like they're lining up. All this looks like it's lining up. For some reason, it's like this back is not lining up. So it's like the motor mount. Oh. Breaking everything here, guy. Isn't that weird? That is so weird. Why wouldn't that line up? Almost seems like I need to apply a slight amount of force to it. So I'm going to just lift it up. See if I can apply some kind of force here. It's only plastic. So I was able to get that to line up. I'm going to go ahead and grab the other side. It's taking just an odd amount of pressure. It's almost as if it's forcing its way in. Could be a good thing. That back piece definitely fits better now. So we got these two screws right here. Boy, this is going to be a long video. This is where this is going to end, man. This is definitely where this is going to end. Alright, so we got it together. We've got drive. We've got better feeling differential. Front feels great. You can definitely tell it's got some nice fluid in it. The rear feels good. You can feel there is still separation. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. We got binding. Why do I have binding? See that? It's binding. Why do I have binding? Huh. Why do I have binding? There's definitely binding. This is a little frustrating. Did I miss something? Why do I have binding? It's definite binding. Oh man. So, why is it binding? I didn't check, I think, for rollability. All I did was do this. There's no binding this way. So as soon as I put on the brace, there's a binding. I wonder if somehow these two screws were too long. No pushing down. That's a possibility. Because the binding is gone. I suspect I may have used two screws that were too long. What was happening is they may have been coming down, contacting the bearing surface, is a possibility. Ah, man. It's late. Alright. I feel like, it's not binding now. There is an odd... There is a slight binding. As soon as I put that center brace on, though, it really binds up. That I can actually deal with. So we still have some kind of issue. I'm just not sure what the issue is because I'm too tired right now. I'm packing it in, man. I'm packing it in. I wonder if the screw somehow is too long. Still kind of doesn't make sense though. Steering's good. It is. As soon as I put the stupid center brace on, it started to bind. Stupid center brace. What the heck? Why would it bind putting a center brace on? That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of is somehow, like, oddly, it's weird. It's weird that the chassis looks good, man. It really does. Chassis looks fine. I think I'm noticing one of these arms is tweaked. One of these arms is tweaked. Look at it, I'm just noticing that right now. Look at the difference in the arms. See how that arm has got a bend to it? This arm doesn't. See that? You see how this arm's got like a bend? This one doesn't? Straight? You see that, right? See how you got like a flat plane here? You got an up angle there? Just noticing that right now. But chassis-wise, it's stinking straight. So why am I getting binding? Alright, so anyways, this is RC Guy Garage, and that's where this part... I don't even know what part I'm on now. I think this is part 3. I think. It's funky that as soon as I put on... As soon as that brace is off, I wonder, is it like somehow dragging on this? I mean, what the heck is... I'm tired, man. I gotta go to sleep, but I'm also... my mind is on. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not the only one here. I know your minds are on too, because you're kind of like, Guy, what's going on, man? Yeah, this is very odd. Yeah, I'm like, RC Guy Garage, I'm out. That's literally how it should end. What are you doing?